you need to get out and see the family once in a while.
Yeah. And
welcome back to Good Day Big Bear, and find a home in Big Bear. The June 3rd edition. We missed a week with the Memorial Day. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday. You were in Tennessee visiting your daughter.
Had a wonderful time.
I was in San Diego visiting the grandbaby.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Everybody needs a break now and then.
Yeah.
It really. How was yours? Refreshing?
Yes. Wonderful. Good. Wonderful. You know, she's 3.
Oh.
And
how great is that?
So precocious.
Oh,
you know, just we had a wonderful time, and we got grandbabies falling out of the sky now. We got 3 more due this year.
I don't have one yet.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting. So.
Oh, well, wait till you get a little older.
Oh, thanks.
You'll be fine.
I'm already a little older. I've already passed that line. So now what?
Well, you know, summer seems to be here. The crowd's here. We got all kinds of things going on in real estate. The market is jumping here. We are. I'm not sure how exactly to do this stat, but last year, as of this date, where were we? I'm forgetting. Last year we had 425 total transactions in the Valley as of June 1, and this year we're at 545. So that's a 25% increase over last year's numbers. 25% in the first half of the year. That's a fairly substantial uptick.
Yes,
as they call it.
And it's probably due to the fact that the market is moving right now. The opportunities are there for everybody, not just investors like it's been in the past.
Right.
So that's been a good jump for everything that we've got going on up here. We're seeing it. Usually we're trailing. We're usually 5-6 months behind the market down the hill, but down the hill. Yeah. If you understand that term.
If you live up here, you know.
If you live in Big Bear.
If you ever come up here and you get a chance to head out to one of the Forest Ranger lookouts at the top of the mountain, you can look down and right there is San Bernardino, right there is Barstow, right there is Palm Springs. I mean, we're great. This little island up here.
Yes.
It's amazing. We're at 406 current listings in residential, and usually by the 1st of June, we're at least double that.
Yes.
At least double that. So we've got about half the listings that we normally do, ranging from $58,000 to $3,900,000. We've got 132 sales in pending. So there's been a lot of activity from 59 to $1,300,000. In regular residential, we've had 326 closings as of June 1st, from $41,000 to $2,600,000. 92 of those are cash for 28%, which is interesting. Our cash sales, I thought this was an interesting stat, range from $41,000 to $1,000,000 even. $1 million cash sale in residential.
It's amazing.
That's a pretty good range.
Well, people I think have really been kind of hoarding their money, wondering what is it. There had to be some signs of movement, good solid resale movement, and not foreclosure, not short sale. It had to be a reflection of what is really going on in general market. Which right now, when you see the 545 transactions, that includes everything that's out there. So that's land, that's resale, that's short sale, foreclosure, and one business.
One business.
Businesses are still a little hard, and only because commercial financing is so difficult.
Yeah.
You're only talking about the possibility of financing 50% of what you're doing. So.
Well, I think one of the things that encourages people is there is financing. It's still tricky to get. I mean, you've got to be fairly pristine. You've got to actually be able to make the payments.
Right. Well,
to get the loan.
Brokerages are a little, they're when they represent different banks, and they can go in and they throw your credit and everything out there to several different banks and see who's going to come back with the best deal. They're not always the best deal. Mainly one of the things that we're seeing that causes the stumbling is that people that are trying to get 100% financing, there's a misconception of what 100% financing is amongst the lenders, not necessarily people. So things that are not disclosed, saying, oh, well, we were anticipating a 3% support from the seller, which is usually a short seller or foreclosure. They figure that they're going to kick in some money to help closing costs, and that's not always necessarily true. And so when you say 100% financing, it doesn't always include your closing costs, and it does, but it does in some cases. VA loans will do that for you. They'll kick in a percentage of money towards that. So it really is a variable that people don't understand. So lending is still part of the crippling power of trying to buy right
It's a little tentative.
So
And
cash
some
looks better to everybody.
Sure, and some of those government programs have a finite amount of money. They're going to run out of money at some point here.
USDA loans do run out of money.
There's only so much allocated each year.
Support programs for first-time buyers and things like that run out of money, and you need to, when you're in that position that you're dealing with a buyer that is looking for that kind of a loan, you have time is of the essence. They might be approved this week for the loan, but in 3 weeks, so is 15,000 other people that are dipped into that, and all of a sudden the money's gone. So whether you qualify or you don't qualify really is a mute situation at that point.
On every one of these, and again, I encourage you every single week, get a professional on your side and listen to them.
Right.
Talk to them and listen to them, because one of the things that can kill things, like Dan was just talking about, the short sale that I did, he tasked us to go buy something, and I'm ending up living in it. But it's timelines. Everything is about timing. You have to, you need to keep moving on all these things, or lenders seem to get weird.
Right.
That's probably not a very technical term.
And it's just like the whole short sale foreclosure debt forgiveness program. The feds are allowing it to happen. They're going to be forgiven this year again to 2014. But the state has not done that, and and it is now in a situation where we don't know that that's going to happen. So you need to deal with people that are abreast of what's going on with all the programs that are out there. Even if you go into a short sale, it doesn't mean that you're going to be forgiven by the state. You will be forgiven by the federal, but not by the state.
So you still might have that tax liability there.
It's going to be considered income. You'll get a 1099. And again, on the other hand, that's up to the discretion of whoever's auditing the program. So if you didn't have a big amount, or you can show that you've put improvements into the home, and you can pull those receipts, the gap might be so small that it's not going to matter one way or the other, and you won't be audited, or you won't be 1099. So there's a lot of ways to fight the battle. But if you're not aware of it, and if you're not aware of what you're stepping into, that's why you need to deal with a professional.
Get a professional on your side. And it's never too early to start talking to somebody. I mean, we do this all the time. We get people say, I'm thinking next winter I'm going to be in a good position to do this, and start getting that information now, because it's the old Boy Scout motto. Be prepared.
Exactly. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
And I agree with that 100%.
We're a little short on listings and short sales and foreclosures still. we haven't seen a bunch of stuff come on the market.
Foreclosures are way down. Nine currently listed. Foreclosures pending 27, ranging from 60,000 to 329,000. Foreclosures sold to date 61, 26 of those cash, being 43% of the market. Because in the foreclosure range, the cash speaks louder than anything else. They want to be over it and done with it, so they'll take a little less to make that cash happen. They don't really want to wait for a loan to close and just have things drug out. And there were times when we were looking at 5 months, 6 months for a deal to go down.
And now they're...
Exactly. So days on the market are 68, which are
nothing.
Amazing how fast they're moving now. So
considering it takes 60 days to close.
Short sales, you've got 16 currently listed. You've got 13 pending. Small number for pendings for short sale, but there's not that many available.
In the market,
49 to date, 11 of those cash. So now in the short sale range, it's only 22%.
Right.
Because the resale market and the short sale market are pretty much parallel to one another. So
we've actually got more cash buyers in residential retail than we do in short sales.
Right. So the market is very strong for new listings, for resale. Take this opportunity. We're seeing the same movement in land.
Lots of land. Yep. 275 listed. There's always been a lot of dirt out there.
But that's down from the 360, 350.
61 closed from 3,400 to 286,000. Last year we were at 31 closed. So we've doubled last year's dirt.
Which is telling you, I don't know if you on the news today, you're watching, you're seeing that there's a shortage of contractors out there, that a lot of the housing people can't even complete the homes that are being built for new construction. So everything is on the rise, everything is on the move. If you are considering at all, when we see these kind of numbers on lots and lands, that means new construction is opening up again. As soon as contractors that seek other occupations come back into that field, realizing it's stabilizing, there's going to be a lot more homes available out there, and then that resale market is going to be more competitive, which means you're not going to get the values you're looking for. So my suggestion is, if you're looking to put your house out on the market, do it now. This is the time. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is the biggest thief of opportunity.
And for information on listings, Find a Home in Big Bear. We've got them updated at the first of every month. It's got all the listings by neighborhood, by type, and if you click on sold year to date, you can find that information, the same information we give you here, broken down by neighborhood. So you can see what your price per square foot is in Moonridge or Fox Farm or any of those areas there. So findahomeinbigbear.com. And of course, our real estate site is
exitrealitybigbear.com, or you can contact us at 909-878-0522.
I still like a phone call.
Yeah.
You know, there's just something about talking.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. I love to talk to people anyway. It's try to be as informative as we can to help you out to make a good decision. So contact either one of us, John Wells, Dan Bathurst. We're happy to help you any way that we can.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Oh, no. Well, it's midweek. It's Monday, so have a great week.
Have a good whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see you next week.